Just us today. Mac and I are going to talk about some fun stuff, but first and foremost, full disclaimer, we are not associated with any organization or branch of the military or any such thing, and nothing we say reflects any kind of thoughts, opinions, or whatever you could come up with for any organization. We don't necessarily badmouth anything, and we don't necessarily try to offend anybody, but some stuff is offensive to people, and we apologize a little bit. But it's not meant to reflect any organization, military branch, or beer brand. If we talk shit on a beer brand, Mac.
I'm sorry, are you hating on our sponsor?
No, I mean the ones
Our
that
unsponsored sponsor right here?
I'm talking about the ones you say that aren't drinkable, and that's what you like about them.
That's what I like about them. You nailed that, buddy. Well, let's dive into it. What do you want to talk about today?
Dude, today, a big part of why we're on today with no guest is I want to talk about some hunting. This needs to be our hunting episode, our first real, almost strictly hunting episode, because me and you have hunted together. We've got some pretty damn good stories some hunts together. We're going to have a really colorful one we'll tell you guys here shortly, but
it's explosive.
It's explosive. First, I want to dive into just hunting in general. Mac, I started hunting when I was 6 years old, I think it was. Might have been before. Might have been 5 years old actually. My dad bought me a single shot Remington 22.
That's
when
awesome.
I was 5 years old. Now, parents out there nowadays don't even want to get their kids a BB gun at that age. So,
full disclosure, my son has a BB gun and a pellet gun. He's
shake and bake.
He just turned 10. Shake and bake.
And I think we already mentioned it on a different podcast, but he killed a
10-point
buck with a
weapon.
No,
a 223 AR with a 10-round magazine.
Yeah.
And a Leopold scope on it. 80 yards, one shot.
You heard it here, guys. How old's your boy?
One shot. Well, he was 9 when he killed the deer.
9-year-old.
He just turned 10. Just went and did his first ever paintballing experience.
Yeah.
Has some bruises, some battle scars. It was awesome.
I just want to emphasize, a 9-year-old killed a 10-point buck with an AR-15.
He knew how to use safety. He knew how to handle the weapon properly.
Education goes a long way, doesn't it?
You know, education goes a long way.
All right. And you got a damn good kid.
I have a damn good son.
Yeah. All right. Anyways.
That's the product of a damn good friend, by the way.
Damn right. So, got my first rifle when I was 5, maybe 6. And my dad took me out hunting. I did not kill anything right away. I was all about safety. I learned how to use the weapon, learned the safety of the weapon. I knew which end the bullets came out of. I knew
that's important.
Very.
You know, step one.
You don't point that at people. Learned all that great stuff at a very young age. And I think I was like 7 or 8 years old. My dad bought a building across the street from him, and he had a bunch of brush he had to clear out. And so he paid me $5 an hour to clear out that brush. And I think my lazy ass made about $75.
That's big money back then.
Oh, dude.
That was like $2 less than minimum wage, I think.
Yeah, it probably was back then.
Yeah.
Shit. But my lazy ass only made about $75. But that was enough to buy a New England Arms 410, a break open single shot 410. That was the gun. So when I was 7 or 8 or whatever, I shot my first squirrel.
Do you still have that gun?
Currently? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And I just bought a box of ammo for it. 410's hard to find nowadays. Yeah. But my dad, owning the shop in Polo, Missouri, he had some 410
ammo. Shout out to the shop for all your ammo, guns, and any kind of miscellaneous needs. Please go to the shop, Polo, Missouri.
So
you better listen to that. I love it.
Shut up.
That was a fucking commercial.
I don't even think he's listening with you, but he's going to.
Jess, if you want to fucking listen, that's a damn commercial. I gave it to you.
So got my first squirrel, and I remember after I got my squirrel, it was a spectacle. Think about kids nowadays shooting deer at a young age, like your son shooting a deer. It's a spectacle. You take pictures, you text people, you post it on Facebook. Back then, we had a Polaroid camera. The pictures came out right away.
That's awesome.
And we took pictures of it and everything. And I remember my birthday that year, my grandpa Ines, he got me a 5x7 print of that Polaroid picture. Like he took it somewhere, they had to scan it. It took like 2 days for him to print it. It was kind of weird, but
That's awesome.
that was the start of my hunting. All right, that was my first taste of it, and I've been hooked ever since. And I would say at that moment, I'm in a young age. Obviously, my life's going to change a lot as it is. That changed my life forever because now I am the most addicted hunter that I know. I feel like, and honestly, the one of the most least accomplished in my opinion
No.
because of limitations and focusing on family and work and not always putting hunting first. But over the last couple of years, I have put hunting ahead of a lot of things.
No.
So,
Well, man, that's your passion. That's your hobby.
oh man, I have some huge hunting goals.
That's awesome.
I remember, so one more short, I'm not trying to steal all the
Dude,
thunder
I love
here,
it. I'm
but-
listening. You're
Dude,
saying no thunder. I'm about to tell you a story about my first experience hunting, and it's a little different than yours, I think.
Well, let me get to
Yeah.
get to my first deer, and then I'll pause
I
for a
wanna hear
minute.
it.
But I shot my first deer when I was 11, maybe 12. Did my hunter safety course when I was 11, I know. So it might have been that fall, so I was 12. Shot my first deer, and it was a spike buck. My dad had never killed a buck.
Oh,
So
no shit.
even that little bitty, 3-inch antlers, little
Yeah.
bitty fucker that I
Pretty
got.
big rush then.
Oh man, it was the greatest thing ever. Shot that opening morning of rifle season. They didn't have a youth season back then. So shot my my spike buck opening morning, and I remember sitting in my my little bitty stand 5 foot off the ground or whatever, and I just screamed top of my lungs, "Woohoo! I got one!" And my dad loves telling the story too.
Yeah.
But we went down, and he always told me that when you shoot a deer, or especially if you shoot a buck, you gotta take a bite out of the heart.
Right.
Like, oh shit.
Fucking
Walked
send it,
up
dude.
to this deer that I just dropped with my Winchester 94 30-30, and the deer had dropped. So I'm like, oh gosh, where did I hit it? And my dad showed me how to gut the deer and everything. We cut it open. I couldn't find the heart.
Oh no.
I shot it in the heart, and my dad said, well, you got to take a bite of something in there. I said, nope, not doing it. It'll be fine.
No
And
shit.
the next morning, second day rifle season, I shot a doe right when the sun came up. And my dad, this is one of his favorite phrases now. When I was my little ass, he walked up and I had the doe on the ground, and I said, man, Dad, it's a good thing I don't hunt every day. I'd kill them all.
And that's been your goal ever since then.
Oh man,
Man.
I try, but
Kill them.
it's called hunting, not killing.
Yeah.
So
And it's population control. I mean, there's a purpose for hunting.
oh yeah.
It's not just to go out there and, well, we all want to go out there and bag a trophy. But it does something too for the environment. It has a lot of
Keeps people from hitting it with their
positivities.
cars.
Yeah,
and-
that's a motherfucker.
They taste delicious.
And they taste fantastic.
Oh man,
So I'll tell you my first hunting
let's hear it.
experience.
Let's
So
hear it while I take another drink of this delicious.
What are we
beer.
drinking, real quick?
Nebraska Cardinal Pale Ale, Nebraska Brewing Company.
6%
Delicious.
ABV. It's pretty tasty. It's a little heavier.
Looks like
than
a
I
micro brew up out of
It's a-
Omaha or something.
It's not quite undrinkable.
This is drinkable.
So this is I would say this is borderline drinkable.
This is delicious.
All right, check it out. So
Hit
I
me.
was 10 years old, probably right the same age you were. I didn't have a father growing up. Lost him when I was little. So my first hunting experience was with my brother. All right, and
Oh, your
for those of
brother.
you that don't know my brother, he's a little squirrely. He's 10 years older than me, so he would have been 20 at the time.
God bless him.
God bless him. And so he takes me hunting, and my mom went and bought me boots. She didn't know what to buy me. I had like rubber boots, but it was gonna be cold out, so she thought she'd buy me a leather boot. She bought me like Caterpillar, steel toe, leather lace-up boots.
What was the temperature outside?
Dude, it was cold. I don't know. I was
You were
10.
steel toes
Fucking
out.
steel- Well, I didn't know, but that's what she bought me, right? Like
She didn't know any better.
they're heavy. They were like a size too big. So anyway, we go out. We sit in the stand. We freeze all day. Don't see anything. And I'm thinking, wow, this is the worst thing ever to do. He's, he tried to hype me all up, like it's gonna be so fun. Like you'll see so many deer. No, nothing. So we walk back to the truck, and he's kind of pouty, and I'm just kind of following along because I'm whatever. I'm in my bibs and my giant ass fucking boots. So he lays his gun down. He unloads it, puts the clip on his dash. It's had like a 5-round clip that came out the bottom of it. I can't remember what the gun is still to this day. But he unloads it, puts that clip on the dash, and he sets his gun down in the seat, and then we have the doors open. We're sitting at the bottom of a hill. I'll never forget this moment. And the truck is facing to the east. So I'm on the passenger side. I'm on the south side of it. He's on the north side, and we're both peeing at this point. He's like, let's take a piss, and then we'll leave it. We'll head out. All right. Well, I don't have to pee, but I'll pee anyway. I'm 10, I'm just following what he's doing, right?
I don't have to pee, but I'll pee. How'd you squeeze that pee out?
Dude, I don't know. I was like, well, fuck it. If he's doing it, I'm doing it, And so start to pee, and I look up to my right to a fence line. We had a fence row, like a barbed wire fence at the very top of this hill, like 100 yards probably. Deer for fucking days. Like a train of deer just walking across this fucking fence row, just right along it. Like I look up and I'm like, oh, look at those deer. And I swear to you, I was calm as can be. I said, damn, Chris, look at all those deer. And my brother, this is the moment I realized he has not just buck fever, but deer fever, right? He's fucking pants down, like his bibs down. I can't remember what he was wearing, but all I know is he was like, fuck, and he grabs his gun. He like runs around the outside. He pulls up, clack, nothing. Magazine's still sitting on the dashboard. I'm still half peeing, right? Like I'm still like staring at this mode, like what's happening, and he like bumps into me. Like I slam into the door. I pee on his fucking door panel. Like I'm trying to get my little fucking pecker back in his place. He's grabbing shells. He's chasing this fucking animal. He's chasing these deer, running full speed at just a fucking herd of deer, right? Just cracking shots, dude. Like it's the Wild West. Just. I mean, just fucking slinging shells.
Did he hit anything?
Well, I'm chasing his ass with my big ass boots, and I'm just like running my little heart out. I'm doing as fast as I can, which isn't fast. And I'm like, I'm coming. He gets up to the top of the fence. The deer are scattered by this point, right? Like he's cracked off 5-6 rounds. He jumps up onto the barbed wire fence. He's balancing on like the second rung of this fence, leaning against it. Cracks a shot, flies off the fucking fence, knocks the wind out of him. Just laying there, and I'm like, if I get to him, I'm like, Chris, are you okay? And he's like, I fucking got it. I fucking got one. I'm like, what? What's that mean? And he's like, I'll show you. And he gets up. We climb over this fucking fence. We go like, I don't even know how many yards. I'm not gonna get. We'll guesstimate like 100 more yards. We'll probably 50, right? But in my mind, at that age, I'm like, he's so far. She's so far. Little doe. Get up to her. He shot her in the smallest fucking part of her back leg. Broke her like what we would call a knee in a human, right? Like a deer's knee.
And she didn't run off with her.
She was dragging
legs?
her ass. There's a blood trail like 50, 60 feet where she's dragging. She couldn't get up.
Holy shit.
Like it crippled her. Like she kept trying to get up and she'd like fall on that leg.
That poor little.
So he gets up and he's like, I got this. Watch this. And he gets up behind. He's like, out of fucking shells. He hit her with his last fucking shell. I shit you not. So I'm just keep in mind I'm 10. This is my first ever experience hunting. I'm like, oh no, like well, now what do we do? And he didn't have his knife with him. Like he'd stripped down, like he put it all down. We're about to jump in the truck. He said, stay with her. And he just left me. So I'm just watching this deer suffer, like just calling out, like just fucking bleating like crazy. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is very traumatic. And I sit down in the grass and I kind of play with some twigs and I watch her. She gets away a little bit and I just go over there. At one point I'd like grab her back leg and she'd like kick a little bit and she'd just lay down for a while. Swear to God. So finally he shows up at the truck. He takes his knife and cuts her throat and she dies. Which again, traumatic at 10 years old to watch that happen. Because it's not how it should be. It's not how me and you would do it. Like very clean. Like it was like I don't know, Chainsaw Massacre. Like he's just fucking sawing away and she's fucking kicking and he's fighting her and he's wrestling her. I thought at one point felt like he was choking her out. Like it was very scarring. Yeah. So that was my very first hunting experience.
I'm glad it's gone uphill since then.
It's amazing. Like I've had a few moments with him and like I went hunting with him again, and there was a period of time where I hunted with like friends and stuff. I didn't really I wasn't super serious, but I hunted with friends. Until I was like 16. And at 16, I went hunting with him again, and I realized you still hunt the same way. Like, you're still a little squirrely.
Has not grown from it.
No, I don't know. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he's, tipping on 50. He'd be tipping on 50 at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe slow down a little bit. Chris, if you ever listen to any of these, I love you, brother, but be a squirrely hunter, dude.
I think we all know a squirrely hunter like that, and you know some of those squirrely hunters are my family, and I'll just leave them out of this. But
I ain't afraid to say it, dude. That I got another great story. I don't want to take that thunder.
go
from you.
ahead, go ahead.
I talked about going hunting with him when I was 16, right?
Uh-huh.
He's working for a farm north of here by Marshall, thousands upon thousands of acres.
Oh,
And
that's
so,
a dream now.
yeah, he worked on it as a farmhand, and so they did drawings and got to draw to go hunting. Well, he decides he's going to bring me on his hunt, which I thought was fucking awesome. So I'm like, sweet dude, bring me along. Like, I'm down for the clown, like down to clown, you know. So 16, I'm going hunting with him. We go up and find this place, and he puts me in this like up against this log in this like little blind chair area, and he goes around the corner. This is the first time I ever killed a buck. So I'm 16, and it's not one of these monsters I have downstairs. Yeah, you're laughing because they're not that big, but I get it. They're big for me. Anyway, so, but before that, I killed that buck that afternoon. That morning, we're sitting, and he was, like I said, just around a draw on the other side of me. So we're like almost back to back with like 150, 200 yards of wood between us. So I'm sitting there, and the sun's just coming up, and it's like, bam, 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 bam. I'm like, holy shit, he's killing all of them, right? Like, I'm thinking, this dude's fucking getting it.
With your past experience, you really thought that?
I mean, instantly I was like, the first two shots, I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh, damn, he's still shooting. Damn, he's killing all of them. No, he ain't killing any of them. All these thoughts are going through my head. But I'm like, all right, maybe he got it, right? So I'm sitting there, and I hear, like, not 15 minutes later, four-wheeler fires up. That's what he dropped me off on.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude comes hauling ass like he was trying to race across country, right? Like he's racing the fucking Baja 1000. Like he power sliding around the corner, like just and slides into where I'm at. I'm like, dude, the sun just came up. It's 7:45. Like, I mean, what are you doing? Like, I literally said, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, get on. I'm like, fuck, okay. So I get on. We go back. We load the four-wheeler up. We start driving. No words have been said yet. Not a fucking word.
And you didn't pick up any deer?
Nope. So I'm just like, finally, I'm like, what's going on, Chris? Like, I'm like, what happened? He's like, and he's a storyteller, right? So bear with me, but he's like, man, this motherfucker was possessed. What? He's like, I'm telling you, she come right down at me. And I thought, fuck yeah, here we go. Meat in the freezer. It's like I drew up on her, crack. She fucking dodged it. I'm like, that's crazy. Fucking chamber another one, crack. Boom. Bro, I'm telling you, she jumped and dodged it again. He's like, I started fucking slaying them. Whack, 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 whack. And this bitch looked like Matrix. Fucking dodging bullets. He's like, then I thought, fuck it. I throw that motherfucking gun at her. Still missed her. That's the moment I realized I'm fucking pissed. Yeah. So we go back to his
what
house.
drugs were you on that day?
We go back to his house, set up a target at 100 yards. He crocks like 15 rounds through it. He can't hit a giant fucking piece of cardboard. We realized the scope's fucked up. The scope was floating. It was trash.
Yeah.
Right? Apparently he didn't shoot prior to season.
That's a pretty smart thing to do.
Yeah, it was one of those, it's been sitting in the gun cabinet all year.
You know, don't trust that. Always
Right.
sight your weapons in before season.
So the ending of this story, the best part, not the best part, but one of the greater parts of the story, his story and him telling it, I can't give it justice, but we go to this Ham Hill breakfast. They have this breakfast, right, for all the hunters and the farm and everything.
Yeah.
So we go up there. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And we're sitting around this big circle of these guys are sitting in chairs. I mean, anywhere from 8 years old to 80 years old, these old boys are sitting here. So we're sitting, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, one of these 80-year-old boys goes, "You ain't be all crazy motherfuckers hear that boy shooting about 1,000 times this morning." And I didn't. I just said, "Yeah, I did."
You dimed him out,
Yeah.
man.
I said, "Yeah, I did." I had one say, "Hey, wasn't that you?" He looked at me like he was gonna fucking eat me, dude.
He's about to rip your fucking head off.
That old boy said, "Son, I don't know what you were shooting at, but I don't want you anywhere near me." And just kept on eating. Man, he was pissed.
That's fucking great.
No.
You know what?
That's old. Yeah, that's old Chrissy.
I've had family members and I've had friends that have shot multiple times at deer, and we always give them shit when they miss and this and that because they got excited or whatever. But I have a story on myself, and my good cousin Matty Renderknecht up in Michigan.
Oh, that's you, Matty.
Oh, buddy, he'd come down and he'd hunt with us. I think he hunt 2 or 3 years in a row. He came down to Missouri to hunt with us on opening weekend. Well, this one time, me and him were walking out together, and the sun was just coming up. We were a little bit late, and we popped by the creek, and there was deer all over the field. And I was excited because I thought he was just going to pull up and shoot because I knew there was a couple of bucks in the field. And I fucking pulled my rifle up, and he didn't pull his up, and I shot 3 times before I realized, fuck, I missed 3 in a row, and I did not hit a single fucking thing. And then I fucking take a knee, and then I take a shot, and I hit a buck. I hit a nice buck. He was a 10-pointer with one side broken off, and he ran out and died. But then I looked over to Matt. I'm like, fucking shoot, man. Fucking shoot. I already feel like a retard because I'm taking your fucking thunder. Boy came down from Michigan to go hunting, and he wasn't able to fire a shot because of my dumb ass getting excited. I felt like the worst hunter in the world. Well, yeah, at that point in life, I felt like the worst hunter in the world. But then he actually laid down, took a shot, and he killed a doe. So it was his first Missouri deer on that hunt. At that time, that was my biggest buck I ever killed. Well, it would have been, but half its rack was broke off.
Yeah.
But talking about my cousin coming down from Michigan to hunt, he always came down and we camped for deer season. So deer camp, that's a huge thing for a lot of people, I feel like. But Missouri, I feel like it's probably one of the number one things.
Oh yeah, deer camps are, all over the state.
But just the family tradition, the camaraderie, getting buddies together, drinking beer, cooking over the fire, telling stories, burping, farting, joking, all that good stuff.
All the good stuff.
But it's not always about the kill at camp, because there's a lot of times we go to camp and no deer are killed. But when you do
those
kill
are the
a
best
deer,
ones though, aren't they?
oh
sometimes?
dude, well yeah, because
not all of them, but
not seeing a deer get all hosed up and sing around the fire.
You know what I'm saying? You know who we're talking about out there.
Cody Fields.
Uh-huh.
But when you actually get one and there's more stories to tell, everyone pitches in on skinning the deer, cleaning the deer, bragging about it, or telling you, hey, you shot a little bitty one, and they're making fun of you. But it's always that's another great part of it. Yeah. I love hunting. I love the thrill of chasing the animal. But at the same point, I like being with my damn good friends and sitting around a fire, drinking beer, or trying new whiskey, or getting hosed up singing songs.
Yeah. Still one of my favorite memories.
That's a great American good time.
Golly.
Yeah.
I haven't been that hosed up in a long time.
So we'll just that one's.
I want to say that one.
That should be more toward the end because I'm trying to go on a timeline here, but. We went through some early stuff with both of us. I started bow hunting at the same time I started rifle hunting.
So when did you start getting more serious? Was that the time when
you started
what, man?
When I killed my first deer, I got real serious.
You were hooked.
Yeah. But at the same time, I was bow hunting before I was rifle hunting. But I was using a small bow, and I never really was confident enough to shoot at a deer. I didn't actually kill a deer with my bow until I was 15. So killed several with a rifle prior to that. But shooting a bow, I'd say it's more of an art form. It's more fun.
What would you say you prefer, bow over rifle? Or
absolutely bow, man. You're getting so much closer to the deer. Your heart's racing a lot faster. You have a lot more things that could go wrong. Your adrenaline rush. Like the adrenaline rush that comes with it is way more.
Oh, for sure.
So I remember the before I killed my first deer. So I used to hunt on some of my dad's buddies' land down the railroad tracks in Polo, Missouri. I'd go after school and whatnot, and I missed so many deer with my bow. Man, I'd not even hitting them. Like I'm saying, there's no blood drawn at all. But when I finally killed a deer with my bow, I remember it because I shot and missed, and I was so pissed off, discouraged, but the deer didn't run. So I was able to knock another arrow, and I shot her. It was a doe, and she didn't run. She maybe run 50 yards, and she died. So it was freaking amazing. But thinking about it, after that, I shot 3 or 4 deer in a row after that without missing.
Wow.
And obviously this last year, I had my bow skills weren't up to par. I made lots of mistakes.
Yeah, but that's the journey, though.
Oh, man.
That's the journey of hunting. You just said earlier, it's hunting for a reason.
It's hunting, not killing.
And that's a good example of that. Like,
Yeah.
you hunted, and you just didn't kill it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Might have hurt some of them, but lost some arrows.
And
hurt some pride, right? Killed a little pride.
You're telling me.
Right? But it's still hunting, and that's the journey. Like, we both didn't, for what we do in our hunting life, we both didn't have successful years, really, from what we're used to. But it was still a hunting.
It was,
right?
this hunting season was very out of this world because I had huge success in Pennsylvania with the giant bear I killed.
Amen to that.
But with deer, I didn't kill a single one. I had to have someone else kill a deer for me this year.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aaron.
Shout out. But that's the name of the game, man. That's just how it rolls.
Yeah. And so with when I got decent at bow hunting, me and my dad have always talked about going out of state, hunting elk, hunting mule deer, doing this, doing that. But when I was younger, obviously I didn't have the total means to do it, and Dad had to work. We had other priorities and this and that. So it's now at this point in my life, I'm getting really fucking serious, and my wife understands. I said, honey, I'm not gonna be able to live forever. I'm not gonna be. Hi. I'm not gonna
Shout
be.
Shout out to my granddaughter who's up there letting it eat.
I'm not always gonna be able to do it, so I want to get off my ass, spend a little bit of this money that I work really hard for, and I want to go hunt some other stuff.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So, and I'm getting your ass on board with that.
I mean, I've been with you every step of the way since I could.
I mean, it's going to get harder, and I'm going to force you to do it.
Yeah. Well, don't twist my arm. It might hurt.
I'm talking new adventures, higher altitudes, different animals. Some of these animals are going to be able to kill us, but we're going to kill them first.
I killed a fucking massive black bear last year,
Ooh,
I guess.
buddy.
So I don't want to
this season
too much, this season. But it weighed as small as the dog sitting on my feet right now, maybe less, and that's all right. So this is not a Lincoln intro. This is a house dog, Diesel, and Diesel is his name because he is just straight Diesel.
He's a muscular dog.
He is a Staffshire and he is jacked, but he will lick your face to death. He's got a lot of killer instincts.
He's pretty cuddly.
There he is, right here.
Buddy.
Might even be able to come say hi. Come here.
Yep.
There he is. There. See?
Can you bark for us?
In the video, you can see him in the podcast. Or you can see him in the video cast. What the fuck you call it? The vidya?
I'm going to call it the YouTube.
You can see him up there in the old YouTube vidya.
It's in the vidya.
Alright, so I have to... Let's just do a couple things real quick, because I think we... What are you wearing on your head right now?
Oh, man! So we had a lot of technical difficulties, and we were trying to figure...
To be honest with you.
Fuck, man. We were trying to figure some shit out. And
it's 9:30, and we started trying to record at 8 o'clock. So we're only 28 minutes in, so we had an hour of unfucking ourselves. So we apologize. We missed a little bit of detail here at the beginning.
What's on our head here is our first bit of Damn Good Friends merchandise.
The merch.
These are Richardson 112s with a lovely DGF Damn Good Friends podcast and a deer skull on it. Leather patch from TNS Headwear. They put it together for us and sent it to us.
Fucking killing it.
And we gave 2 away tonight, one on Instagram and one on Facebook. We just downloaded an app on your phone, the little spinning wheel deal. And Darren Motti, one on Instagram.
Yep.
And good old Roger Moss, who will be the next guest we have on the podcast after this one on Facebook.
And you know what I think, and I was just thinking of that as you spoke it, those are 2 influential, that's the word, leaders in our lives.
Oh, for damn sure.
how cool is that though? Like one was one for you, and one's been one for me, and now we get to like how they guys. That was 100% fucking random on a spinner thingy-majig on a phone. But the fact that they both won, I thought was really special.
I honestly thought it was crazy that it was two people we know very well that won, because I mean we knew most of the people that entered it. However, there were some people in there we didn't know that entered. Thank
yes,
you very much.
Thank you, every single person. Yeah. Thank you so much for entering and sharing. I mean, that Instagram page grew by like 60, 70 followers.
A bunch,
like
just off our giveaway.
We lost track, but that's huge for us. That's like almost double, triple of what we had going into it. So
we definitely gaining a little bit more ground, being able to share a lot of our stuff with everybody. But the people that won, again, I want to go back to that. Roger Moss has influenced my life in the biggest freaking way. I mean, that dude's a train wreck. I fucking love you, Roger.
Yeah, we fucking
But
love you.
Your train wreck has taught me a lot, and I don't know where I'd be today without you. So I'm really excited to have you on the next podcast.
Yeah, I'll give old Darren Monty a shout out. The career choice that I made where I'm at was because of him, because he picked me up in a moment of weakness, set me down and said, fill this out, submit this, because this is what you need to do. And that led me to you, Corey, which led me to where I'm standing right now, or sitting, technically, but where I'm at as a person right now. And and he knows this, he knows the story, we talked about it a few times, but I 100% attribute my life and my career and my family, my everything to that moment where he saw something in me that I didn't see at that point. Like I was at the lowest of my low in my life as a man, and he picked me up and was like, I see it in you, like you can do this.
So you've known him longer than I thought then.
I've known him since 2013.
Well, fucking A, that's awesome. Damn good time.
Fucking awesome, Darren. I love you, brother. Like, to the end of the world. So,
well, if any of you didn't get a chance to, or you got a chance, but if any of you didn't win, we do have some hats left from our order, and we will sell them. We don't have a website or anything yet, but we will sell them if you guys message us or just get a hold of us if you already know us and have our number. We'll mail them to you, bring them to you, whatever you want to do. And any of the profit we make off that, all we're going to do is dump back into this podcast to try and make it better.
No, this isn't money. It's not money for us.
We're not going to be millionaires
off
this.
We have jobs. We have lives. We're good, but this is just about putting money into something that we love and still getting to be able to do it together. And, hopefully we do hope that someday this can spool into
you said spoon.
Spooning. Well,
spooning leads to forking.
Depending on which way we lay, we're the big spoon, little spoon. But hopefully it will evolve into something special for us down the road, and we will attribute all that to you and to God. So
fucking right.
I think it's almost to the whiskey hour.
33 minutes and 23 seconds. Yeah, that's whiskey time.
Felt like I looked at it and thought that's whiskey time, right?
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna let you do that. I'm gonna step off camera. Or do you want me to keep talking? Oh, you're going for the whiskey. The whiskey's a little outside of our reach, so my boy Corey's gonna step away here for a second. So what do we got here? Boone and Crockett Club, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So it's been established since 1887. That's a long ass time.
1887. That's 100 years before I was born.
And if you can't see us in the camera, and I know you can't see it on the old Spotify.
Are you sure?
We are pouring into a nice Cristal glass that my wife discovered for me at a local vintage store. And they're pretty fucking fancy. I drink a shit ton of whiskey out of these watching Peaky Blinders. Because I felt like that was a show you had to be a little drunk while watching. And these were my glasses to go to for it.
All right. So on our hunting podcast, I found this fine bottle of Boone and Crockett Club Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I saw it on the shelf at a liquor store in Owensville, Missouri.
Goddamn conservation tag on it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, dude, this is a permit to drink bourbon.
God bless us.
Saw this on the shelf a couple days ago, and I thought on a podcast where I want to talk about hunting, and it's got an elk skull on the front. This is
that's badass.
fitting.
Man. Fitting.
So first sip.
It's got my name spelled wrong on the front. It's fine. We'll work through that.
It'll be all right.
Are you picking up notes of pine and timber?
Yep. When you exhale, you feel it through your nose.
I feel a little burn in the throat.
Okay, I'll be honest. That's even better than I thought it was gonna be.
That's actually really fucking good. Dude,
So
it's gonna be
normally
even better on ice.
when I see a cool fucking label like this and I buy it, it normally turns out to be dog shit.
This will be really good.
But-
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Like chilled and some ice.
Put a little ice on her.
Here, Diesel. My boy Diesel over here hit the dog. Hit that dog.
Oh shit.
This boy loves his whiskey.
Uh-oh.
Look at him. My boy.
And he's of age, so.
And full disclaimer, my dog, I didn't feed him raw whiskey.
All right. So another reason I'm gonna dive into something real quick.
Get deep in it.
Another-
Dive in there.
Another reason I saw this Boone and Crockett Club whiskey. It's gonna lead us into a story. I haven't killed any animal that has been made it into the Boone and Crockett record books or anything like that I know of.
Well.
That I know of. So not this last season, but the season before, I did kill my biggest buck ever in Missouri. I killed a 12-point buck that scored 147 inches. Really proud of that buck.
Good
That
looking
was
deer.
that was one of the most exciting hunts I've ever been on by myself, and laid that deer down. I think I shot him at like 15 yards with my bow. He ran 30 yards and died. It was
That's awesome.
fucking amazing.
Good looking deer.
Excuse me.
I'll
Gosh
drink
dang.
to.
There was
I'll drink to that.
there was a burp. I was talking too fast. All right. But anyways, this last season, I'm skipping way ahead because I want to tell a little bit about my bear story.
Oh, dude, let's hear it.
I'm only going to tell a little bit of it because in July we're probably going to go visit Aaron and we're going to do a podcast up there.
Yeah, for sure.
I already told him.
Yeah.
But I went on my 4th trip to Pennsylvania bear hunting, and Aaron, my buddy Aaron, is a guy I met at a military school, and we hit it off. We both enjoy hunting a lot, and we like drinking beer, and we like having a good time. So we became really good friends, and I started bear hunting with him in 2019. And every year I went up there, people killed bears around me, and it didn't really discourage me much because I had such a good time.
And you've taken some people up there that killed bear.
Yep.
And you didn't yet.
Right. Dustin
Yeah.
Moore killed a big bear.
Shout out Dustin Moore.
Oh yeah, man. He killed a 365-pound bear while we were there.
And wasn't he back in a single shot?
He killed it with a single shot 270. Little
Dustin,
youth looking rifle.
You're a bad dude.
Oh yeah. And he was pretty damn close.
That's awesome.
So my 4th year going up there, we on the first drive. So the way they hunt up there is like you've been there, but I'm gonna explain it to the listeners.
For sure. Explain it. I'm gonna
We
grab
do-
some more beers.
That's fine. We do what's called a drive, and a bunch of us will line up on one end, and the others will push through either the woods or a cornfield or what have you, and push animals out. Well, I was a driver actually. I was walking through a cornfield, pushing toward the woods, and we heard a shot ring out, and so we knew there was a bear there. Well, I'm going to keep this story short because the details need to be told with more people that were present. But this bear was giant. And when I first shot at him, he was maybe 10 yards away from me. And he looked right at me, didn't really growl, but gave kind of a humph. And I shot him with my 54 caliber muzzleloader, and he dropped. And then got back up and kept moving. And then I had to get another muzzleloader from Aaron, and I shot him again, and he dropped. This time he quit moving a bit. And then walking up, he wasn't quite ready to be done, and he was a very, like I said, very large bear. Reloaded my muzzleloader and shot him again and put him down. Well, it turns out that we weighed the bear after we went to the weigh station or the check station where they couldn't weigh him, and they gave him a wrong estimated weight. We weighed him at a grain elevator or a grain bin storage area, and he was 580 pounds dressed. 580 pounds, and we hung him up from a tractor, and he was well over my head, about 7 feet tall. And finally got my certificate back from Pennsylvania Game and Fish, and estimated live weight 684 pounds. So the taxidermist told me that I definitely need to get the skull measured because it could be a Boone and Crockett record book. So buying this whiskey, Boone and Crockett Club, I'm hoping once I get that skull back in July, we get it measured, and maybe it'll be ice all over the floor. Maybe he'll make it into the book if he's 21 inches or bigger.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Anyways, really proud of my bear. Really thankful for being able to go to Pennsylvania and enjoy their outdoors and hunt with my buddies up there. I will continue to hunt with them up there. Very good people.
What great people too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking people up there are just fucking awesome.
Oh, dude, from freaking
Josh.
staying at Deb's house. Deb's, she's our Pennsylvania
Shout
mom.
out.
Oh
Yeah.
man, we love you, Deb.
Whining and dining us.
Josh can talk shit with the best of them, and I never understand why he's talking shit, but he is, and I just go with it because I fucking love that guy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hanging out over at Carl's house, eating all of his potatoes.
Oh man, that's a cool ass fucking thing going on right there.
Hell yeah.
I ain't never watched so many potatoes in my life.
All right, done with the bear story because we'll talk more about that when we actually get to go to Pennsylvania.
Sorry for the full disclosure. I just spilled a whole glass of ice.
I was wondering what the fuck you were doing, man.
Trying to hook us up, man. I want to see what that tastes like. A little chill.
Listen, babe,
Linda,
calm it
hey,
down.
oh hold on. You ready for this? Are you ready?
Love that sound.
It just spewed all over my neck.
Stop it! You're turning me on.
We got now here, Corey, a Ripple White Ale.
Ripple White Ale. If you don't like Ripple White Ale, then you must be from the Middle
Hey,
East.
fuck you. This is a Four Hands Brewing Company. Probably a little bit lighter. This is how
It says low calorie.
Not bad. That's not bad at all. That'd be a great summer beer.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's not bad.
I mean, it's drinkable.
It's smooth.
I like the whiskey better.
So you know, the first time I ever went to a bow camp was with you.
Which one? Oh,
It was with just me, you, and your dad.
the first bow camp.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what was that car you drove to that?
That was a Traverse. I had a.
You had a Traverse, yeah.
It's the only time in my whole life I've never owned a truck.
Yeah.
I traded the truck in for a Traverse.
Why'd you do that?
For a woman.
You need to stop doing that shit.
R.I.P.
God bless you, Connie.
Hey, yeah. Full disclosure, I married that woman. She's still my wife to this day. Upstairs right now, so I love you, honey.
Oh fuck! There's another ice cube.
But I had a Traverse. I traded in a big old
Nope.
white Chevy truck for.
Nope. Hey, we're not putting this in. Where's that cup?
Don't put that ice in your cup.
Yeah, that hair all over it, bro.
That's a little seasoning. That's all that is.
It's fucking nasty. Anyways, go on.
Anyway, so,
Past the Traverse. All right.
Yeah, we're past that.
Yeah.
So anyway, first ever bow camp. It's cold as fucking balls outside.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Dude.
Oh god.
We're sleeping in your hooch tent, big, like, I don't know what you want to call it, like a
It's an
GP medium.
outfitter's tent.
Yeah, like a outfitter's
Yeah,
tent.
canvas, whatever.
With some, what kind of heaters were we even using? Propane heaters?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
heaters.
propane stand-up
Yeah.
outdoor heaters. Yeah.
We had like no success in them during the first few days.
First 2 days. Well, we saw some deer.
We
Just
saw some,
couldn't-
just
weren't even
nothing.
close enough.
No shooters. Anyway, some food was provided for us.
It was fucking good.
A gumbo,
It had seafood in
a seafood
it.
gumbo.
Maybe some shrimp.
So day one, the seafood gumbo was fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
We fucked it up. We
Mhm.
fucked it up the next day, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That second night, though, we got back and It was the second night. I'm pretty sure we got back.
Yeah.
And your dad had said, looks like it's been fucked with. Like maybe an animal's been in it or something. I thought, Corey and we both were like, nah, it'll be fine. Like we started drinking.
I sniffed it. It smelled
Yeah.
great. I took a bite of it. Tasted great.
Go ahead. I want you to kind of lead into your part of the story.
I mean,
I would like to tell my portion at the end, but I really want to hear yours.
This gumbo, it tasted great. It had some seafood in it, and it was cold enough out. We just thought it was going to be good, but something we didn't take into consideration is the sun was shining. It was just cold, so leaving that in a pot with a cast iron black lid on top of it for 2 days probably wasn't the best idea.
A little raccoon in it, like some possum. Like we don't know.
Yeah. First day we saw some deer. Didn't get close enough. Didn't get anything. Second morning, not a whole lot. That evening, not a whole lot. But then we came back and we ate the gumbo again. We ate some other stuff.
Yeah, but
we drank some of the old dog's wine that night.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. And
fucked up some gumbo.
Yeah, fucked up that gumbo. Well, I think it was, we all laid down in the tent and got done laughing as we farted and all that good stuff. And I fell asleep, but then I wake up in the middle of the night to Mac fighting with the zipper on the tent to get out.
He was in a world of fucking pain.
Oh, he was fucking with his zipper so hard trying to get out. And finally he does. And when he gets back, he's breathing hard. He's like, God, man, I didn't think I was going to make it. And I'm laughing at him, making fun of him, like, you all right, buddy? You got some bubble guts? What's going on? He's like, oh, I didn't think I could make it. I'm like, I'm laughing off and everything. I go back to sleep.
Wasn't feeling good, man.
Well, yeah. I go back to sleep, though. And then at about midnight or so, I wake up. And I wake up out of a dead sleep, and I'm wide fucking awake, clenching my butt cheeks and holding my stomach. And like, oh, my God. The tent was unzipped. I was able to see that I could get out, but I was holding on to the edge of I got an air mattress. Holding on to the edge of my air mattress, just thinking, okay.
Where were you trying to go?
The outhouse. We have an outhouse at the campsite.
And how far away was it from?
15 yards-ish, maybe a little less.
Just setting the scene
here. Oh, God. So finally, I'm like, all right, I can make it. And I fucking take off, tearing ass out this tent, and I get to the outhouse, fling the door open, turn around, and as I drop my fucking sweatpants, I shotgun blast the back of that outhouse. And there was spackled shit everywhere, down my pants, on the back of it, just a mess. And I got every bit of whatever was in there out. And at that point, I looked around and realized, oh my God, what a mess. I think that night it was somewhere around 20 degrees maybe. Yep. I'm butt-ass naked. Outside. And the wind's blowing and it's fucking cold. And I get a couple of bottles of water and I'm throwing it on the shit that's spackled everywhere. Lime. We put lime down the bottom to try and decompose everything. And I was putting that on the toilet seat and trying to wipe it all down and everything. And I get back in the tent because I know I'm done shitting by then. I go over to Mac. I'm like, all right, I guess that was my turn. Do you have any underwear? Because I didn't bring any. No. Thank God Mac had a pair of underwear.
You didn't ask for the underwear yet.
What I asked for?
Dude, I'm going to tell my side of that.
Okay, let it eat.
So I did. I got back into my bed. I fucked my world up and I was not feeling good. Not maybe 2 hours after that, I felt you wrestling, or I could hear you wrestling around. You were propped up, ass, cheeks clenched against your little air mattress, and I said, what are you doing? He said, I ain't doing so good. And I was like, okay, that's rolled over. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, you made fun of me, it's fucking on you, right? So,
no fucks were given.
You fucking go out, I hear you leaving, I hear you come back in, I pay no attention to it. I wake up again, like, I don't know, 4 a.m., had to go again. I walk out, I have my flashlight, I get out there, I fucking open that shitter, that little porta john, that little outhouse. It's a fucking crime scene. Because you don't see shit. You see lines stuck to the shit all over the fucking walls. And so then I start realizing I'm walking through your fucking shit. There's just shit everywhere. It's all over. I'm like, what the absolute fuck?
There was no bit of muscle in my body that could have held that in.
So somehow like try to like I tried to prop myself up to like shit without touching your lime shit or whatever it was. I don't know what it was at that point. And I get back into my sleeping bag and go to sleep. We wake up like an hour or two later because we wake up early, right, to go hunting. And you just sit up and you said, Mac, I'm gonna need some underwear. I was like, oh, dude, was that you? He's like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I should have loved myself. My clothes are outside. I'm gonna have to go into town and have mom wash my clothes. I have no clothes.
And I did.
You did.
Oh God, it was a
you
fucking
shit
mess.
all over your fucking self. Dude, I have never felt so horrible. That same day I killed the smallest deer I've ever killed in my life to date.
Which is on our Instagram actually.
And I'll be very fair. I'll be full disclosure. You remember we were texting the whole time. I'm like, Corey, I can't make it, dude. I can't be up here. Like,
and I was trying. I kept you motivated.
You did.
I said wait a little bit longer.
He said this buck's coming. Like I'm not gonna shoot it, but if you want to shoot it, and honestly, I just wanted to fucking kill it and be done. Like I was so over hunting at that point. Like
after we walked back though, you felt fine.
I felt better after we walked back, but sitting in that stand, like it was not good. Like I was not doing okay.
Yeah.
That gumbo fucked me up, dude.
The gumbo fucked us both up.
Fuck
so,
that.
Talking about that deer though, real quick. One of the coolest fucking things I've ever done with a deer decoy was that day. Like it's kind of ironic. It's one of the most memorable shit stories and bow camps we've ever had. Excuse me. But I set out a decoy that morning in front of my stand and I did some calling and I had this little buck. You guys can see it on our Instagram if you check out the videos. But I called this buck and he came in and his ears were back, hair was standing up. He was so cool looking. And I knew I wasn't going to shoot him, but just seeing him walk in, and as soon as he saw my decoy though, because my decoy was bigger than him.
Up, dude.
No, he fucking looked at that decoy and was like, oh fuck you, nope, I'm out. And then he fucking just took a trail, like literally, like you were probably, I would say half mile from me, maybe more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that deer walked straight to your stand, which we knew that land so well. I knew there were paths that he could take. And I mean, from where I was across the pond dam, and there was paths through the trees he would make to you. So I knew, texting you, hey, hold up, buddy. You just spilled whiskey all over yourself. But hold up, buddy, he's coming your way. And then you shot him, and it was a fucking great shot from your crossbow. Oh, man. You good?
Dude, I just want to get a little bit of that chingling, and I end up getting a little chingling on my pants, if you know what I'm saying.
Look, I'm gonna, fuck it.
Oh, Diesel.
Diesel again. Lincoln's upstairs with Michelle, I think.
He is. He's up there snuggled up.
Yeah. Our wives are upstairs.
They are. They're doing wife shit.
Yep, they're doing the wife stuff. And hi, Diesel. And
what else we got? What other great stories?
Oh, dude.
I mean, we could sit here and talk for hours. We got like maybe 7 minutes left.
You know what? I think we need to take a pause. And we'll just pause for a second. Just pause for a second. Just go ahead. Just hit that.
Stand by for station identification.
Yeah, and then